building muscle and burning fat at the exact same time. The holy grail of lifting. Now, unfortunately, we're told all the time that it's impossible to build muscle and burn fat at the same time. So instead, we go through cycles of bulking and cutting, cycles of gaining weight, then losing weight. However, many studies have demonstrated that, in fact, it is possible to build muscle and burn fat at the exact same time. A 2015 study by Antonio et al. Found that resistance-trained men and women, when following a heavy resistance training program, were able to lose fat and gain muscle at the same time, albeit with a very high protein intake of 3 grams per kilogram body weight each day. In another study, Garth et al. Demonstrated that even elite athletes were able to gain lean body mass while in a caloric deficit over a 9-week period. A smaller deficit resulted in a gain of lean body mass, whereas the larger deficit resulted in no change in lean body mass. However, recomping is most effective if you fit into one of the following 4 categories. Number 1 is you're a beginner with less than a year of proper training experience. Number 2, you have recently had a layoff from the gym for a couple of weeks to months. Number 3, you have a very high starting body fat percentage. And 4, you are enhanced. Beginners are very sensitive to the novel stimuli of lifting, and as such they can respond very readily to it. If you spend some time consistently training but then have recently had a layoff or spent some time off the gym, muscle memory will bring back your lost gains once you start lifting again. Myonuclei, which remains from your time of consistent training, will increase muscle protein synthesis again, allowing you to reacquire your lost muscle gains. If you have a higher starting body fat percentage, you have much more stored energy to be utilized for muscle building. And if you're enhanced, well, you'll literally build muscle just sitting on the goddamn couch. Recomping will change your physique at a much slower rate due to the fact that muscle gain and fat loss occur at much slower rates. And if you wish to recomp, here are the 3 things you must keep in mind. And number 1 is having a smaller calorie deficit. This will ensure that you have more energy for your workouts so you can keep progressing in the gym and still be able to recover from workout to workout. And because you're still in a deficit, you'll still lose fat. Muscle building isn't an on or off switch determined by calorie balance. You can still build muscle in a deficit. Calories are just one of the strongest influencers on nitrogen balance, which is integral for muscle building and breakdown processes. And number 2 is progressive overload training. This again should come as no surprise, as you need to keep adding weight to the bar in the gym to keep providing that tensile stimulus to ensure those muscles keep growing. A 2018 study by Campbell et al. Found that female physique athletes gain more lean body mass and lost fat mass consuming a daily protein intake of 2.5 grams per kilogram body weight versus 0.9 grams per kilogram body weight per day. Despite it being undetermined what the exact figure of a optimal daily protein intake is, somewhere in the range of 0.8 to 1.2 grams per pound of body weight is likely a good starting point. If you have a leaner starting body fat percentage, starting at the upper end is likely a better idea. Something to keep in mind is the effectiveness in a recomp depends on your starting body fat percentage as well as your level of training advancement. The leaner you are, as well as the more advanced you are, the harder it is it's going to be to perform a recomp. A quick note on gaintaining. As far as I understand, gaintaining is when someone eats at maintenance or slightly above and gains no more than 1 pound per month while continuing to get stronger in the gym. The point of this is to slowly gain muscle while essentially preventing any noticeable fat gain. Although the muscle gain may be slower, you can go a lot longer in this phase and may not need to cut altogether. This would be a great method for someone who is not comfortable with the weight gain associated with bulking or is in a weight class sport. And really, if you're looking just to build some muscle and aren't looking to add every last gram possible, then bulking really isn't needed in the first place. I hope this video was helpful in clarifying what a recomp is and demonstrating that a recomp is in fact possible.